No, I feel really great. I love Madrid. It's an amazing tournament.
Eala just walked into the Madrid Open, one of the biggest clay tournaments on the planet, and dismantled a French Open finalist. 6-3, 6-3, 1 hour and 31 minutes, 4 breaks of serve, no drama, no second set wobble, no moment where she looked like she was in trouble. Just clean, controlled, professional tennis from a 20-year-old who then went home, posted a selfie with Novak Djokovic, and probably slept fine. And by the way, the craziest part of this whole week isn't even the match result. Stick around because I want to tell you what happened 2 days before she even stepped on court. Because when you put it all together, this is not just a first-round win. This is a statement about what kind of player Eala is becoming, and the world is starting to notice. All right, let's get into what actually happened on that court. Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, 34 years old, over 1,000 WTA matches played. She reached the final of the French Open in 2021, Roland Garros, the biggest clay event in the world, and made Barbara Krejcikova earn every single game to beat her. She went the distance in that final. She fought. She is a player who, at her peak, sat at world number 11 and was one of the most feared clay court competitors on the tour. She's an Olympic gold medalist. She has clay titles across Europe spanning her entire career. And here is what people forget when they look at the current ranking of 116. On clay specifically, ranking numbers on Pavlyuchenkova are a lie. She's been on red clay for 2 decades. She knows how to build a point from the back of the court, how to redirect pace, how to stay patient when a younger player is trying to rush her or push her off her rhythm. Clay court experience doesn't expire the way hard court explosiveness does. The legs might be slower, but the brain is faster. And Pavlyuchenkova's brain has been solving clay court problems since Eala was in primary school. So when people see Eala beats world number 116 in straight sets and want to scroll past it, no, that's not the story. The story is how she did it. Alex broke her 4 times across the match. She was never in trouble. She was never the player scrambling to make adjustments in the middle of a rally. She was the one dictating terms, setting up the patterns, and executing. 6-3 in the first, 6-3 in the second. 1 hour and 31 minutes. That is a dominant scoreline against an experienced clay professional, and Eala made it look almost routine. After the match, they put a microphone in front of her and she said this: "Every time I come here, I feel really comfortable. I feel at home. I've been here in Spain for many years." And she said part of it in Spanish, because she has been living in Spain since she was a teenager, training at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca. This is not foreign soil to her. She knows these courts. She knows this clay. She knows the bounce, the slide, the rhythm that outdoor red clay demands. And it showed in every break of serve she took. Now here's the part nobody is talking about. 2 days before this match, Monday night, Eala was at the Laureus Awards, held at the Palacio de Cibeles in Madrid. If you don't know what the Laureus Awards are, think of them as the Oscars of global sport. The biggest names, every discipline, one room. Every person in that building has spent their life being extraordinary at something at the highest level. And Eala was there. She posted a selfie afterward. Herself, flanked by Novak Djokovic on one side, 24 Grand Slams, arguably the greatest tennis player to ever live, and Eileen Gu on the other, who won 3 medals at the Beijing Winter Olympics and is one of the most decorated action sports athletes of her generation. 2 of the biggest names in the sport of her life and in global athletics, standing on either side of her. The caption, 4 words, sandwiched between greatness. She didn't say it like someone who was overwhelmed. She didn't say it like a kid who wandered into a room that was too big for her. She said it with the easy confidence of someone who understood she belonged there, present, comfortable, matching the energy of the room without being swallowed by it. And then she came back to the Casa Magica 2 days later and broke a French Open finalist 4 times in 91 minutes. That is the kind of week Eala just had. And I think it tells you something real about where she is right now, not just in the rankings, but in her own head. Now here's the context that makes this win mean more than just the scoreline. She has been building this clay season deliberately. We covered it when she was back at the Rafa Nadal Academy doing clay-specific prep before the European swing began. She spoke openly about wanting to change her clay story, about understanding that the French Open path runs through Stuttgart, through Madrid, through getting comfortable on red clay, and actually winning early round matches instead of just surviving them. She wasn't vague about it. She named the problem and went to work on it. Stuttgart ended in the first round. Leylah Fernandez. It was a hard match, genuinely competitive, and Alex made it far more difficult than the scoreline suggested. She saved 2 back-to-back match points in the second set and made a top 25 US Open finalist warn from the coaching box that she wasn't going to go down easy. But the result was a loss, and the clay narrative was still unsettled going into Madrid. So 3 straight first-round wins here, across 3 consecutive years, is not nothing. It says, this is a tournament that knows who she is. She's not arriving hoping for a good day. She's arriving with a track record, with a history on this specific clay, with a body of work at this event that has been building quietly while everyone was focused on the hard court results. The Kaja Magica knows her, the surface knows her. And every year she's gone a little further, played a little cleaner, arrived with a little more belief that this tournament is hers to take. She's never made the third round here in 5 tries. That is the honest reality. And Thursday against world number 21 Elise Mertens is the exact moment where the pattern either breaks or confirms itself one more time. Mertens is seeded. She received a first-round bye, which means she comes into this match with full rest, fresh legs, and whatever tape her coaching team pulled on the Pavlyuchenkova match. She's been in the top 30 of the WTA for years. Consistent, experienced, knows how to neutralize pace and make matches ugly when she needs to. She's won multiple Grand Slam doubles titles and has been around long enough to have seen every kind of player come through these draws. She is not going to be in awe of the moment. She is going to show up and make Eala earn every point. A win over Mertens would be a genuine breakthrough, not just in this tournament, for the whole clay narrative. A seeded world top 25 player at a WTA 1000 on outdoor red clay. That's not a round of 128 result you forget. That is the kind of win that starts changing what people expect when they see Eala's name in the draw. And while all of this is happening in singles, she is also competing in doubles. Paired with her close friend Zeynep Sönmez of Turkey, the two of them received a wildcard entry into the WTA 1000 doubles draw. If you followed this friendship for a while, there's actually a whole separate story there, and we have a video on it. But the short version is this isn't a pickup pairing thrown together for ranking points. These two genuinely play well together, and the wildcard reflects the tournament's confidence in what they bring to the event. She is here across the board, singles, doubles. A Laureus night 2 days before the first match, and she is through. Here is what I want to leave you with. 3 straight first-round wins in Madrid. A Laureus Awards night where she stood between Djokovic and Eileen Gu and captioned it like she belonged there, because she does. A 6-3, 6-3 performance where she broke a French Open finalist 4 times and never once looked like she was in trouble. And a doubles draw to navigate alongside all of it. This is the week that is building toward Thursday. And Thursday is the match that tells us whether this Madrid run becomes something more than a first-round result.